All of my niggas, they roll you. Roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they low you. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. We adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait, roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait. I just had to catch my breath. I just had to stack my checks. Shorty got ass, God bless. Damn. I just had to stack my chips. I just had to grab my grip. A lot of niggas mad I'm rich. I'ma have to smash they bitch. Pull up in a max outfit. VLN on the logo, moving solo with the stick. Block jumping like a pogo, come and pull up on the strip. Told her pull up and get lit. So she pulled up and she stripped. Damn. I don't need all the attention. I just need all of the pension. Ran the bill up like a piston. Wait. Told them, but they didn't listen. Fuck it, I teach them a lesson. I ain't got time for the stressing. Damn dog, is you kidding me? You know that we Aborigines. I don't give a fuck if you feeling me. As long as you watch how you grilling me. My knee G's making history. Brother, some diamonds at Tiffany's. She a carbon queen and she feeling me. So you know she matching my energy. Roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal you. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait, roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait, so to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. You ain't got time for the low vibes, but you know I'm feeling your vibe. You're a black woman, you go God. You could trust me, girl, I promise. My only choice to be honest. I feel like it's perfect timing. When we hit your party, we getting it lit. Hit it YBs if I need me a fit. He got the sauce, yeah, he got the drip. We gon' keep grinding until we get rich. Smoking exotic, I need me a zip. My Aborigines be with this shit. Rushing your shit and I call it a blitz. We tryna find us some money to split. Can't break bread, then you fake this. Free all my guys out the state pen. Her only wet, yeah, it's leaking. She say she want me to eat it. Had to ice her out, now she blinging. Dying for what I believe in. Dropping new heat every season. Call me a vet cause I'm seasoned. Call me a vet cause I'm healing the dogs. Roll me a wood, I ain't talking the law. Brought me some land, about to buy me a mall. Stand up nigga so I cannot fall. Chasing clout, then I won't get involved. Oh, that's your girl, then I'm testing the jaws. Said you was lame, so she gave me the draws. Feeling like Rick Ross because I'm a boss. Roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal you. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait, roll you. All of my knees, they roll you. All of my knees, they loyal. We ain't the same, we ain't normal. Wait, adore you. Baby girl, I adore you. Pretty face and she loyal. So to fix your crime, girl, you roll you. Wait, roll you.
I think I turned everybody off today with these horrible ass internet issues. What's going on, Tribe Tide? Thanks for coming through, bro. I'm about to play this video. It's going to be like crazy. It's a lot of stuff we already know, but also just more things me wanting to see. And you already know, here they come. They ready. They know it's about to be fire. All right, here we go, bro. Me and you in here. That's what's up. Check out your girl. See what she got to say.
What's up, everybody? And I want to come to you because I want to talk about nobility. And while I'm talking, look at it's black and then no B-I-L-I-T. And these are melanated people. They're not us. They're different from us. And now a lot of them have infiltrated they with us, but they're not us. And these melanated people, they're melanated, they don't think like us. They melanated like us, but they hate us. These are the black nobility, or you can call them the aristocrats. You can call them that too. And what these black nobility people are, they're families that they build a society within a high society, elite society. And these black nobilities don't like for anybody to know they are authenticity. And this is in Europe. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you a video, and I want you to look at this because you'll get a clear understanding of what's going on here. Okay. Look at this video. Look at that. Look at that. That's Pope. And he kissing those right there are the black nobility. Them right there. That's why he kissing their feet. Look at them. Look at them. Because they're nothing but the gatekeepers. Boule is the gatekeepers to us. They the gatekeepers to Boule. And then the black nobility is who put them there. So we never melanated people that look like us.
So, as you guys know, this is happening all the time. We are consistently being fooled, bamboozled by our own people. Now, as we know, these Africans will play like, oh, they love you, they'll be in your face, and oh, they're your friend, this, and that. But in actuality, they really hate you because they're against you. We're going to get into things with these Moors. When it comes to the Moors, you know why they have these certain privileges with the government and with the governmental affiliation and agencies, because they are a part of that. This is why they're so proud of that. And they think they have so many rights because they feel like they're as noble as these people because they come from these lines and they are parts of it. And they have been working for these people. Their family lines have come down from these people, right? When it comes to these same aristocrats, these people are in charge of like everything. So when we have to worry about if the so-called white man, remember these people are nothing but slaves. They most of them come from literally from the incubators. So like when we're thinking about these test tube babies and the people that were created to be slaves, the people that were created, I told you guys last week, we watched the video with the excavation where I kind of explained to you all the videos I've been showing you, the proof is right in your face. I've been showing you guys over and over where everything that you have been believing is a lie. They have buried over our people, their entire livelihoods, their entire, everything they built and everything, tore it down, mudded it out, whatever didn't flood or they didn't flood out or bury over and excavate over and build over and rebuild over, whatever they didn't do, they presumed it was theirs. They tried to say it was theirs. I just showed you a minute ago a video showing you guys a monistat or whatever you would call it, where the monks are over there in Saint Atmos, I believe it is. So that big giant castle on a huge hill that, as they said, is the closest place to heaven. As you see, the mountain was literally, the clouds were going or passing over the mountain. This is how high up this mountain is. Who built that? Way before the early 1400s. It showed you early 1400s. These people weren't even around in the 1400s. So we know who built that. All of these aristocrats, that entire area, these castles that have so much of value, that you see the gold inside of the temple of that castle. These things show you who actually has the control, who actually is running and ruling things, right? And we know that these slaves that came over to America that were brought here by the thousands and made and incubated and orphaned in, all of these things, these people came over to take your place. They take our place. This is what's been going on. This is why they paying homage to this man here. They're paying homage because they have taken over our rights and everything that's been known to us because of the power that we have, trying to minimize us. All these things they use against us, Christianity, technology. the things that the aristocrats give them to use against us as tools because they are working for them. But we'll continue.
Been bamboozled. Look at this. He can barely breathe, but he's kneeling down because they gave them power. Now, I want you to see that. Another thing hold on one second, because I want you to get a understanding of what's really going on. That's Leslie. This is Haley, and this Queen Elizabeth bowing down. That's Queen Elizabeth right there. Hold on. Let me show you some more. All right. There go another one. There go another one right there. That's her. Leslie and Queen Elizabeth and Phyllis. You got to understand that. Do you remember when Prince Harry, I'm just saying it like it is, Prince Harry, and he married this woman, I don't know her name, Markovich, I don't know her, I really don't know her name because I don't follow him like that. When they married, and you saw, let me show you something, because I want you to get an understanding on what I'm saying. And you saw that this brooch, and they said this woman was trying to be racist because she wore that brooch. Slave, that's not a slave royalty. Those are the leaders of Europe. Those are, this right here is who in charge, and they pay homage to them. See, if you go in Europe, this is what you're going to see. This is what you're going to see in Europe. She wasn't racist at all. She wasn't. It wasn't even about being racist. They pay homage to the black nobility. The reason why is because that's and see, it's for us to not understand who's really in charge of it. See, we keep our eye on this white man and this white woman. We keep our eye on them. The white people don't know what the hell is going on. They don't understand. A lot of them do, but some of them really don't understand. Just like we didn't understand. Hold on. Some more pictures before I start talking. Let me show you some more pictures. Look at this. Look at this picture. See, look at the melanated man. Look at the melanated man, and look at the white man in back of him. Who it looked like in charge? Melanated woman, little girl standing up, but then look at his knees. Little white. See, that's who in charge. That's who was in charge. When you go there, see they're not going to show this on TV.
The little boy actually was standing up. The Moor is
those
a
are
giant.
statues you see.
He was,
because that's who land that is. The Black Lemurs. That's what they call Black Lemurs. Those are the Black Lemurs. Those are the black nobilities. This is where your Constitution comes from. That's who these are.
last week, guys, I showed you all the
Constitution. The Constitution
on the inside of those churches.
The Magna Carta. It was
All
written
of the
in
black
1215. It was AD. That's when and wrote the Constitution like he was so intelligent. That's a lie. That's a lie. No, they got it from the Magna Carta. That's where they got it from. And it was written by a melanated man. They tell you the Thomas Jefferson, which was indigenous women, and Benjamin Franklin, they sat down and came the Constitution where we're taxed and all of that stuff. All of that came from the written 12. Look it up. G.D.A. Carter. Look it up, and you'll see for yourself. They like these brilliant. They came here to kill and destroy and set up shop. Kill your people and then build over their stuff. People fuss. People will be foreigners, with the exception like Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson is a Cherokee Indian. And then see when Jesse Jackson, they only let them live a certain amount of time. But Sidney Poitier was, and he lived to be close to 100. See, what they do for them, they're not going to do for you, because you are superior. Because you walk in your calling. You want to play the victim instead of saying, no, this is our shit. And see, a lot of these people that you see out here talking, a lot of these people you see in the Pan-African movement and other movements that talk against us, saying that we are indigenous, a lot of them is foreigners. A lot of them, they're not, and I'm gonna tell you this too. They have illness. They you to believe that you black and that's black. Look at the genotype and the phenotype. The genotype is the DNA. The phenotype is the expression of the characteristics. We came from Africa. Medium-sized lip, my lips, and then medium-sized. When you see people with big lips, that's an African. But see, that's just like albinoism. Go to Africa, you see plenty of them. You don't see them here. They have themselves in. So when we see one, that's why you don't see many people in America with real big lips. You don't see that. But you go to Africa and you'll see it all day long. Let me show you something. And it ain't about being prejudiced. It's about telling the truth. Because if we don't tell the truth, they to the point now they want to shut this shit the fuck down. Du Bois, what was he doing over here? He was from Ghana. What was he doing over here? Because he knew he had an assignment to do. See, the Boule is set up to control us. Because it has to be a melanated person to tell us it's going to be all right. and they got some sellout Indians with them, mixed up with them to help them out. Man, if you supposed to look at him and say that he are superior. He's superior. And he got power. This who you was fighting. Let me show you who you was fighting. See, you think you was fighting that white man. No, you wasn't fighting him. You wasn't fighting him at all. That's who you was fighting. You was fighting people just like yourself. You wasn't fighting that. You wasn't fighting that white man. No, you wasn't. You was fighting this. And these people right here. And that white man have gotten to keep their foot on your neck. These black Lamars and the white man have gotten together to keep their foot on your neck. That's what they're doing. And the people that's so-called dead, the people that's dead, and they draw when they get that time and go to drawing a lie. See, them is the people that you're supposed to worship, the people that fought against you and murdered and killed you and killed your ancestors. That's who you're supposed to praise and worship. For example, what's his name? Jean-Baptiste Point de Sabo. Born in 1750, died in 1818. They say he's the father of Chicago. Okay, but I want to know, what about Chief Black Hawk? What about Chief Black Hawk father? See, Jean Baptiste years older than Chief Black Hawk. Chief Black Hawk fought in Chicago when they were trying to take. See, they had
in Lake Michigan. I mentioned this to you guys, I think, before a couple of times. They used to have a big, huge Indian head at the port of Lake Michigan in Chicago. It was the Wabansie Stone. You can look it up, the Wabansie Stone. Where it is, no one will ever know. For the last thing, some years back, they had it in some type of a stadium or something of the sort. And the person that had it had put it there for, I guess, safekeeping, as they said, but it was buried under some type of tarp in this big filthy factory. Like, how disrespectful. The Wabansie Stone was actually an ornament that was actually dedicated to the chief, because he actually, ran the entire Chicago, obviously. So let's continue with this.
Everything, overturn everything. They wasn't only doing it in the South; they was doing it in the North too. See, Chief Black Hawk, he was of the and I got that right. I understand the Sioux Indians in Minnesota, but he was of the tribe of the Sioux Indians. The Sioux Indians. He was of that tribe. He fought against these people right here. This is who he was fighting against. See, this is why we so scared, because we know the truth. We don't know the truth who we was fighting against. And let me tell you what these type of people are. See, they orcs. Me is they got melanin skin, but within, that's what they are right here. Okay. So what made Jean-Baptiste, why they said that he's the father of Chicago? Because he was a resident for 20 years near Lake Michigan, near the shores of Lake Michigan. So they said he's the father of Chicago. What kind of shit is that? See, they tell us what kind of shit is the fucking thing, because they know a lot of us ain't gonna look it up.
And that's why they hid the Wabansie.
And we
talk about it. Nobody knows about that.
He married married an Indian woman. How the hell you found Chicago? And you met. What's up, everybody? This is Rebel.
Shout out to Didi Alexander for sending me that great video. Appreciate that, sis. Yeah, so you guys see everything that we have been talking about, everything that I have been kind of showing you, like it all falls in the lines of exactly what I say. Like it's not like I'm trying to act like I know something, but I keep trying to show you guys this information is it's just like literally right in our face. We just have to look at it, right? So back to this real quick. Let me touch on this. I think I mentioned it before on AP's channel that there used to be a big, large, huge Wabanzi stone in Lake Michigan. So she just told you the story about how the chief married the Algonquin woman, and this is how he got some, put into Chicago because he became a part of, that tribe's family, so on and so forth. But they try to say, oh, this African man came and he founded and started it, da 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 da. So I've been established that was a BS story. W.B. Du Bois, they said that he came and founded it, but what he did was when he came there, and she just showed you as well, he married her, so on and so forth. He did get the port. He found the port. He was another one. So listen to this. They'll say, how can I say it? They'll say one part of the story to make us sound like we don't really get what's going on. But let me explain to you, right? So, as I said, they use these people to come in and take our places, to move over, to plow over, to rebuild over, to reestablish themselves within our genes and to our ancestry and so on and so forth. So when Mr. Baptiste came here and he was sent here, his dad was a Frenchman. Listen to this. They tell you the story that his dad was a Frenchman. He was sent here. And when he was sent here, what happened was he came and he found this indigenous woman. He married into her tribe, her womb. He married into her womb, becoming a part of this, the area. So therefore giving him some type of stake on the land and a placement here. Now, because he was an African Frenchman, going back to his dad, his father, and taking that, using that, building in the area, making the largest port area that there was in the Midwest, in America. One of it was the first large port where everything came in and out of Chicago. Everything was coming in and out of there. So now, after they did that, they had him, he turned around and sold this property for $1,000. He sold the entire port system of Chicago, the first port system, for $1,000. Does that even make sense to you? So we know that that's a lie. So basically, I believe that he was actually sent there to do just what he did, which was take that and assume over that land, which is what he did. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Red Squid, peace, bro. Juan, thanks for coming through, bro. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. So at that point in time, after acquiring now the French and the Africans, the white Africans and the French, they have a way to have some type of inclination to what was going on in America because now they had control over all the ports. So what person in their common sense would sell the ports for $1,000 and then move? I believe he moved to like Massachusetts somewhere and left all that behind. Makes no sense, right? So do you think him a trader, a plant? I mean, what makes sense to you guys? This is what they do all the time. It's a consistent story. Regenerate and, replenish with what they want to replenish with, something like a whole new world of this or that or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with that. Yeah, that was the video I was trying to show you guys earlier. I want you guys to see that. As you know, it's going to be a sequence of things that are all coinciding. Try not to miss anything. I want you to really get the gist of that. If you didn't get it, maybe I should try and play that for you guys again. Let me play that for you guys one more time. Let's start from the beginning. It's only 15 minutes, and after this, we'll be out. Let's do that.
Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? This is Rebel. And I want to talk about the black. While I'm talking, look up is black and the nobility. NOBILITY. And these are melanated people. They're not like us.
They're not like us.
And
they're different.
They come from Europe. Now,
Africans.
a lot of them have infiltrated themselves in with us.
Infiltrators.
But they're not like us. And these melanated people, they're melanated like us, but they don't think like us. They melanated like us, but they hate us. These are the black
so jealous.
Aristocrats.
The aristocrats.
You can call them that too. And what these black nobility people are, they're families that they built a society within a high society. See,
Real crazy, right?
built a society within a high society, elite society. And these black nobility don't like for anybody to know who they are. They show publicity. And this is in Europe. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you a video, and I want you to look at this. Here. Okay. Look at this. Look at that video. Oh, and he kissing those right there are the black nobility. Them right there. That's why he kissing their feet. Look at them. Look at them. The reason he kissing their feet is because they're nothing but the gatekeepers. Boule is the gatekeepers to us. They the gatekeepers to the black nobility is who put them there to make it seem as though they have all the power. So we never look at melanated people that we've been bamboozled. He can barely breathe, but he's kneeling down because they gave them power. Okay? Now, I wanted you to see that. Another thing I want you to see. Hold on 1 second. Because I want you to get a see. That's Haile Selassie. This is Haile Selassie. And this Queen Elizabeth bowing down. That's Queen Elizabeth right there. Hold on. Let me show you some more. All right. There go another one right
Another
there.
one
That's
right
her.
there. That's her. And that's Celeste and his wife. That's Queen Elizabeth. And Philip.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me say this.
See.
You gotta understand. Do you
when
remember
Prince Harry,
when
I'm gonna
say it like it is,
Prince Harry.
say it like it is,
And-
Prince Harry,
and he married this woman. I don't know her name.
this one.
I don't know her. I really don't know her name because I don't follow her like that.
I really don't know
When
her
they
name,
married,
'cause I don't follow them like that.
understanding on
When they married, and you saw, let me show you something.
that.
I want you to stand in on
brooch.
what I'm saying.
And they said this woman was trying
and you saw that
to be
this
racist.
brooch. And they said this woman was trying
Because
to be
she wore
racist.
that brooch. See,
Because
that's
she wore
not
that
of a
brooch.
slave.
That's a
That's not a
slave.
slave. Those are the leaders of Europe.
Those are the leaders of
Those
of
are
Europe.
this right here is
Those
who in
are-
charge, and they pay
this right
homage
here
to them.
is who
If you
in
go
charge,
in
and they
Europe,
pay
this is what
homage.
you're going to see.
If you
What
go
you're
in Europe, this is what you're going to see in Europe.
She wasn't trying to be racist at all.
She wasn't trying to be racist at all.
She wasn't. It wasn't
She
even
wasn't.
about being
It
racist.
wasn't even about
They
being
pay
racist.
homage to the
They
black
pay homage to the
nobility.
black nobility.
The reason why is because
The reason
that's why they
is
got their
because
wealth.
That's why they got their wealth. To not understand.
And see, it's
who's
for
really
us to not
charge.
understand who's really in charge.
Keep our eye on this white woman.
Yeah.
Our eye on them.
Woman. We keep our eye
A
on
lot of white people
And a lot of
don't
know
what's going on.
they don't understand.
Understand it.
A lot
A
of them do. Some of them really don't understand what's going on. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you some more pictures before I start talking. Let me show you some more pictures. Look at
this.
Look at this
Look
picture.
at this picture.
See, look at the melanated man. Look at the melanated man, and then look at the white man and who look like it.
Look at the melanated woman.
Look at the down. Look at them down on his knee.
These are.
See, this is where your Constitution comes from. These are the people who wrote the Constitution. See, the Constitution used to be called the 1215. That's when it was written. AD. That's when it was written. When they lied to you, Madison sat down Constitution like he was intelligent. That's a lie. No, the Magna Carta, that's where they got it from. And it was written by a melanated man. When they tell you the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson, which was raping indigenous women, and Benjamin Franklin, they sat down and wrote it. No, they didn't. The Bill of Rights, all that came from Europe. The Constitution, where you get taxed and all of that stuff, all of that came from the Magna Carta, written in 1212. Look it up. Magda. They came here to kill and destroy and set up shop. Kill your people and then vote over their stuff. And the people who they put in front of us, most of them people be foreigners, with the exception of like Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson was a Cherokee Indian, is a Cherokee Indian. And then, see, when it's people like Jesse Jackson and these other indigenous people, they only let them, but Fortier was a Jamaican, and he lived to be close to 100. What they do for them, they're not going to do for you because you are superior. And they walk over you because you don't want to walk in your calling. You want to play the victim instead of saying, no, this is our shit. And see, a lot of these people that you see out here talking, a lot of these people you see movements that talk against us, saying that we are indigenous, a lot of them is foreigners. A lot of them, they're not, and I'm gonna tell you this too. They have infiltrated themselves in our families. See, they want you to believe black, and that's it. You just black. Look at the genotype and the phenotype. The genotype is the DNA. The phenotype of the genotype. Lips and they're medium sized. When you see people, want you to get that out. That's just like albinoism. Go to Africa, plenty of them. You don't see them here. Those are Africans, but they have infiltrated themselves with us. So when we see people in America with real big lips, you don't see that. But you go to Africa and you will see it all day long. Being prejudiced, it's about telling the truth. Because if we don't tell the truth, they to the point now they want to shut this shit the fuck down. They want us to go somewhere. They want us off this land. And they don't care how they get us off this land. They want us off this land. This is why my thing. Nationalists back in the day, they were Africans. Okay? What's he doing over here? Because he knew he had an assignment to do. See, the boule is set up to control us. Because person to tell us it's going to be all right. And with them, mixed up with them, okay? The white man, if you're supposed to look at him and say that he are superior. He's superior. And he got power. Was fighting. Let me show you who you was fighting. See, you that white man, no. What? You wasn't fighting him at all. That's who you was fighting. You was fighting people just like yourself. That's who you was fighting. You wasn't fighting that. You wasn't fighting that white man. No, you wasn't. You was fighting this. And these people right here. And that white man, these the key, that's what they're doing.
You wasn't fight. You wasn't fighting that. You wasn't fighting that white. See, them is the people that you was fighting this. The people that fought against you and murdered and killed you and killed your ancestors. That's who you're supposed to praise and worship. For example, what's his name? Jean Baptiste Point de Sable. Born in 1750, died in 1818. They say he's the father of Chicago. I want to know, what about Chief Black Hawk? Chief Jean Baptiste is only 17 years older than Chief Black Hawk. Chief Black Hawk was a warrior. He fought in Chicago when they were trying to take the land in Chicago. Born in 7. Near Lake Michigan, near the shores of Lake Michigan. So they said he's the father of Chicago. See, they tell us any fucking thing because they know a lot of us ain't gonna look it up, and we bragging on this man, and he ain't done nothing. He married an Algonquin woman, an Indian woman. He married an Indian woman. So if you married an Indian woman, how the hell you found Chicago? And you married everybody. This is Rebel. This.
Yes, Taz. DuSable Museum. You remember the DuSable Museum? And you know the Museum of Science and Industry, sis? I didn't see you in the chat, but look back. I did a video on the World Fair in Chicago, the White City, and the White City is where the Museum of Science and Industry is. And so when I was looking at it, I'm looking like, oh man, that's the Museum of Science and Industry. You know everything over there. So yeah, that's crazy how all of our monuments and things how they reconstructed. This is why I've been showing or doing this series over the last actually like 2 months. I've been working on this information for you guys. There's a whole lot more, but there's only so much I can do at a time. You guys know we've been going through the books, we've been going through the maps. It's like breaking down the lies, showing you the dissemination of things that have been basically constructed in your mind and in your ancestors' mind. So a lot of these facts and things that we resonate with and we think to be true is because it's in our genes. Our ancestors have been taught these things, just come down the lines for centuries. We've been just turned around and twisted for the last couple of 100 years. So it's kind of hard to come out from under that unless you really see the breakdown of all of the construction of the lives, and you can see how these things were done. So with looking at that, even with that DeSabo, as I said, with the chief, the particular chief, when they tried to change the story for DeSabo, right, because he was a French African. His dad was a Frenchman, his mom was African. So with that, he was a person that was basically a plant, as I would say. He was sent over here as a spy to get the information. He married into the Indian tribe, and he got these people to use everything that he could to build up or help build up the port that was already done. So with that, when he did everything with the port, then he sold everything back to the Africans and the Frenchmen so that they would have so much control over Chicago at this time. This is when they implemented everything and they started rebuilding construction. They started shipping in all the incubated people that they produced, and they had to come over and reconstruct everything. They tore down everything. They started reconstructing and building everything over our people and everything that they had built. After what they couldn't burn down or tear down, the people that were living underground in the underground cities, they actually excavated right over the top of those people. This is why we find skeletons in so many different places. They did this all over the world as well. After doing that, they reconstructed and built things and tried to make everything that the buildings that they could not tear down, they leave them because they couldn't get rid of them. They're just so strongly built. So what they did was try to make it like, hey, we built these things and built other things around. That's why the structures are different. You'll see the craftsmanship of our true masonry of what our people have built. And it's the same all over. So even with the reconstruction, these massive, huge places and buildings and some of these castles, they could not destroy. So yeah, guys, I've just been trying to break a lot of these things down for you guys and make sure I'm continuing to bring the information to you and, do as much as I can to help to disseminate the lies. They keep moving us everywhere out of every great nation, every great land. The land that we had over there in the Asian area that they keep telling you were for the Chinese and the this and that was ours as well. We ruled the two great nations, one being China, one being America. In America, one being the particular states of America, being Russia, America, Asia, America, right? All these places were all connected. There was all one entire rulership and one kingdom, but just two nations that ruled. So what happened was the greedy ass Europeans decided that they wanted to rule everything, and they started trading on the Americans. So they turned on their own people, and they used these other people to come against us in the different tribes. And then they built other nations to come against us as well. This is an all orchestrated plan. After building these nations, they shipped people over. They made these test tube incubator babies and started shipping people over to replace us. They made these people to replace us because why? They have a ruling over us. She just shows you a video. I wish I'd had that video years ago. I've been trying to, tell people this stuff, but I know it just sounds so absurd. But when you have facts, I was so glad that Didi sent me this video today. I'm like, oh my gosh, she already know what I be on. So this just confirms so much of that, showing you the proof right there that these people are under the rulership of these Jesuits. So now what's going on with that is they have been continuing to do everything that they can to rule over and take over America because they know we are just as great. And they have taken the kingmanship out of the nation of the people's mind by the dissemination and evacuation of everything that they've done in the history and changing over with the lies, using these people to be the target, to think, oh, the white man's this, the white man's that. No, 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 no. They don't have that enough power. I don't care how many rituals they do, how much devil worshiping they do. Another part of that, I've told you guys, it shows you guys how the plan of this religious system was also orchestrated to play a part in the same role. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I know I've been, doing a couple lives today. I can't get everything to go smoothly like I want to, so I've been having issues. So I just jumped back in here to try to finish this video from earlier. So yes, yes, Taz, the Museum of Science and History, girl. We used to go there all the time. We used to play hooky and go there. We used to play hooky and go there. Man, them people see you walk around there, they don't know. Be so many kids there on different field trips. They don't know if you're supposed to be there or not. But man, we used to be doing everything there. Me and my homegirl being fast, we'd be having some little homeboys. Come meet us. Let's go to the museum. Have all kind of little places in there to be being in private and chilling and thinking we grown or whatever. Yeah, we did a lot. But yeah, thanks so much for coming through, guys. This is like a really good video. I wish you guys would share it so people can see this proof. And some of the other stuff I've been showing you. I know I don't get a lot of attention to some of these videos. There's always a lot going on, a lot of other videos. So sometimes you may miss things, but guys, you gotta really, even if you just browse through some of the videos that I do. If not, you will miss a lot of the information that I am showing you guys as I'm building and constructing truth for you, as I am putting together pieces of the puzzle for you guys. So I don't know, this is the best I can do. All right, peace.